I wake up early because I have to go my university, but before I must clean my room and do my breakfast. When I come back to my house, I have to help my mom. I wake up early because I have to go my university.
Okay,
And
fantastic.
in
Thank you,
the
Beta. But I think you're
okay.
missing some points. No, just continue. So sorry.
Okay. In the afternoon, I used to stand at home, but I think that I should go the gym or studying something. Sometimes I can't meet with my friends in the afternoon, and the evening I have class. In my free time, I see media social, but I ought to read a book or I will be able to do sport.
To the sports. Nice. Remember, social media. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much,
So
Beta. Excellent
thank
work.
you.
Let's continue with you, Gaby Torres.
So, hi. Tengo que explicar, teacher.
Yeah, only read your message. Say naturally.
Oh, okay, okay. Like, I must wake up at 5:50 a.m. every day to prepare my dessert because I sell in my school. And every day I prefer make different desserts because um, I like to cook and sell.
Good. Excellent, Gaby. Really nice. Very much appreciated. Same way. I'm gonna choose people randomly, okay? Don't get mad at me if you don't get chosen, please. I beg you. Vale. Vale, you're next.
Okay, teacher. Um, I must wake up early and do my skincare routine to take care of my skin. I will take public transportation to go to school. I must submit biology homework tomorrow. After classes finish, I would go straight home to have lunch. I should finish all my homework on time to present it on the right day.
Good. Thank you, Vale. I accept that. Gaby Llanes, you're up. Where are you, Gaby? There you are.
Okay. I should do more exercise for my health, and I like to draw for more longer in my free time. I could play the violin, but since I didn't practice, I forgot. Um, I must practice more studying to improve my English listening skill, and I could watch a movie tonight.
Perfect, Gaby. I like your routine. Patty.
Um, Okay. Okay, the audio is. I don't know. I wake up early every morning because I should take off my kids at school, and then I must go to my job, and I should be punctually because my boss could scold me. After that, when I finish, I can go to the supermarket and I made to buy some groceries. And finally, I get at home. I could to relax a little bit, but actually, I will do the laundry and chores at home.
Really nice, Patty. Just one thing. After a modal verb, it never goes an infinitive to. It goes an infinitive without to. So you should
With
say, I could relax a little bit. Okay? Very
okay,
nice. Excellent. Robbie Carlos. Get it on.
Okay, teacher. No. Uh, I can play the guitar, but I must practice more to faster solos. I should listen to different genres of music to get new ideas. I might compose a new song this weekend. I want to learn how to play the piano properly. I have to tune my instrument before starting the recital. I have to learn more music theory to write better chord progressions.
Good, good. So you're all a musician. Really nice, Robbie. Thank you, man. Okay, that's great. Fantastic. All of you guys. Very nice. Very much appreciated. I already have all of your participations here. I noted in my WhatsApp and I already got them on my Excel table as well. My Excel chart. I think it's better if I say chart instead. Good. Guys, I want to talk you through the semi-modal verbs now. So there's a lot of grammar indeed in here. From now on, I want you to pay fully attention to my words because I will explain this in both Spanish and English, but I think it would be, of course, better in English because you guys are leveling up and I think you got the enough level to get and demonstrate your understanding in here. So please, this is it. I am not explaining this from the book because it is not there as you have seen it, but this is from my authority. So here we go. It's not hard, just pay attention fully. And then if you have any doubt or you hesitate about whatever, at some point, just raise your hand up. I will continue the word and you will inquire whatever you might like. Okay? Those are the rules. Let's begin. The semi-modal verbs are conjugable. It means that you can conjugate them not as the modal verbs. Remember, there's a difference between a modal verb and a semi-modal verb. Are two different things, but they're actually pretty similar, but they are different. How? Semi-modal verbs, also known as marginal modal verbs or semi-auxiliary or lexical auxiliary. Okay, definitely we're not calling these things. Semi-modal verbs is good. Are a unique group of verbs that function similarly to modal verbs. Modal verbs, as you already know, because you have been typing a lot, can, must, should, and the rest of them. But do not always follow all the typical grammar rules associated with them. Yes, those are the rules. Understanding, it means that you have to express the same things like English nouns, especially in terms of expressing obligation, ability, permission, necessity, and a lot of them. You can also watch a video here of this lesson. I am not going to show you the video because it would be pointless. Um, in, I wouldn't be here for any point. So what are the semi-modal verbs? They are actually expressing the same thing, guys, but semi-modal verbs share some characteristics with the antique modal verbs, such as providing additional meaning to the main verb in a sentence. We need to take, for example, need to, there's one semi-modal verb, need to. It's not only one word, it could be one, two, or even more, okay? Our time with this project and not rush it. Remember, this is part of your grammar structure, only this. This is the rest of it, it's only your complement and it will vary depending on your context. However, they differ in that in sometimes in some things, but the main semi-modal verbs that you are hoping for now are this: need to, there or there to, used to, have to, ought to. All right, this is a modal verb, but I will get it if they say this is a semi-modal verb. And had better. Okay, guys. Need to, necesitar, que, there o there to, atreverse, atreverse a, used to, solía, solía, okay? Soler, Les voy a dar un ejemplo con used to, fácil. I used to like noodles, but I don't anymore. Solía amar los fideos, pero ya no. That's used to. Have to, tener que. Have to always comes together, okay? They are not separable. They are non-separable, guys. They are non-separable. You cannot separate them. Have to is a semi-modal verb that means tener que. For example, if I say, I have to go to the store now because I lack of rice. Tengo que ir a la tienda ahora porque carezco de arroz. Okay, that's it. Ought to, remember, ought to, it's the same as what? Should. But there's a slight difference that I'm going to illustrate now. Okay, picture this. If you want to say, for example, you should do your homework, otherwise you will reprove or you will fail the class. Deberías hacer tu tarea, de otro modo vas a reprobar. Ought to lo van a usar como should, porque es literalmente lo mismo, solamente que ought to es más personal y es como si lo hicieran varias veces. Should, deberías terminar con tu novio. Digamos que Erika le dices a Ariana por primera vez. Es un patán. Entonces, you should break up with your boyfriend. Okay? First time. But you have seen that Ari is with him a lot of more weeks later, just after your advice. So you just want to clarify her just in case. And you should say, instead of should, you would say, you ought to break up with your boyfriend. Cuando repiten mucho el should, ya no usan should, usan ought to, ¿ya? Pero esto para exámenes, porque en inglés hablado pueden usar cualquiera de los dos, chicos. Had better. Had better means más vale que o más vale. Had better every time. Okay, would rather be about to, be able to, be going to are also semi-modal verbs. Would rather, preferiría. Be about to, estar a punto de. Be able to, ser capaz de. Be going to, estar por. Be likely to. Likely es posibilidad. Quiere decir probablemente, likely. Entonces, be likely to es como es probable que. And be supposed to, se supone que, be supposed to, are also sometimes categorized as semi-modal verbs, but in this lesson we'll focus on the above six. It means these six, okay? Those are key differences. Key differences between modal and semi-modals. You know, but inflection, unlike pure modal verbs, which have no inflection. What is the meaning of inflection? That you can conjugate them, or actually that you cannot. But semi-modal verbs can be conjugated. Some semi-modal verbs change to fit the tense, like have to becoming hot, to in the past. Spanish. Chicos, ¿qué pasa acá? No importa, en inglés hay 12 tiempos gramaticales. 12, ¿ya? De estos 12, ustedes van a variar cuando tengan una conversación normal. Por ejemplo, si ustedes dicen, yo pude hacer eso, no van a decir, I can do that, porque can es presente. Entonces van a decir, I could. Ya, eso podría ser el único conjugable, pero en realidad ahí pasaría a ser el verbo can como tal, ya no el modal can. Les voy a dar un ejemplo conciso. Por ejemplo, ustedes dicen would varias veces. Would, para decir iría. I would have to go to the store if I lack of a water. Yo debería haber ido a la tienda si me hubiera quedado sin agua, digamos. Ahora, chicos, el would se queda como would siempre. No lo van a conjugar. No es wooded ni es wooding, nada. Es would y punto. En cambio, los semi-modal verbs sí los conjugan. Aquí, ¿qué nos dice? Like, have to. Tener que. I have to go now. Tengo que irme ahora. Pero si ustedes hablan en pasado, ya no va a ser have to, va a ser had. Eso sí se conjuga. Entonces dicen, I had to go that time. Ya no dicen now porque no tendría sentido. Entonces dicen, I have to go now. Tengo que irme ahora. O I had to go that time. Tuve que irme en ese momento. ¿Ok? Ahí está. Esa es la diferencia. Auxiliary use. Recuerden, chicos, los modal verbs son auxiliares, toditos, así como do, did, have, has, had. Todos los modal verbs son auxiliares. O sea, ustedes pueden decir, si les preguntan con can, y, por ejemplo, Vale me preguntó hace un rato, teacher, can you hear me? Yes, I can. O no, I can't. O no, I cannot. ¿Listo? Aquí en los semi-modal verbs can sometimes use auxiliary verb like do, thus, or did. O sea que algunas veces no son extremo como los modales, ellos los auxiliares, sino que van a usar otro auxiliar dependiendo del tiempo. ¿Listo? Ahí va. While modal verbs do not. Complements. Semi-modal verbs often need to before the main verb, unlike most modals. Muy bien, el complemento. O sea, los semi-modal verbs a menudo necesitan need to before the main verb. ¿Cuál es el significado? Que ustedes van a usar infinitivo to. O a veces no, como en el caso de there. Take a look at these guys. In there, you can say there only, or you would say there too. There's a slight difference in appreciation or in translation. Comparisons of both semi-modals versus modals. Okay, guys, this is one really good chart that I want to share with you, but I will do it on our WhatsApp group just immediately because I want you to get it as soon as possible. So I am sharing it right now, you know. There you go. That's it. You already got them on our WhatsApp group of this class, so you can see it whenever you want. But anyway, I want to tell you about some things in here. Function and one example. If you say a semi-modal, you would say need to, necesidad. I need to leave now, debo irme ahora. Uses do, does in questions and negatives. Usan esto. A ver, cuando ustedes dicen con would, digamos, yo debería... No, vamos a cambiarlo, con must. I must do, o I must have a permission. Debo tener un permiso. ¿Listo? I must have a permission. ¿Listo? Eso es afirmativo. I mustn't have a permission. No debo tener un permiso. Seguimos usando must. Y ahora vamos a usar must en question también. Must I have to have a permission? Debo tener un permiso. Entonces estoy utilizando el must como auxiliar, en cambio aquí no. Con need lo van a usar do or does, por ejemplo. I need to buy some material for my class. Perdón, necesito comprar material para mi clase. Good, affirmative. But how would you do it in a question? You won't say, need I, no. You say, do I need to get some more material for my class? Or does he need to get some material for his class, just in case? Okay, that's it. Okay, chicos, as easy as that. You just conjugate them regarding the verb. There. There means atreverse. It means courage or challenge. She dared to ask. Ella se atrevió a preguntar. Can drop to or use do as an auxiliary. Used to. Okay, used to is so easy. Used to, it's a past habit, and it always goes with did, because it's a past habit. Past, always in the past. So it means you should be using past simple or simple past. It's the same. Only used in the past needs a did in questions and negatives. For example, if I say, I used to read daily, I would say again in negative using did not. I didn't, or I did not Used to read daily. No solía leer diariamente. But I don't say I am not used to. That's something completely different. You say I didn't use to. Used without the D, of course, because this is in past. I didn't use to read daily. That's it. Okay? You got it. Have to. Obligation. In have to, you say they have to go. Ellos tienen que irse. Tense variation. Had to uses do as auxiliary. Ought to advice, moral obligation. You ought to rest more. Deberías descansar más. Cannot drop to. You cannot drop to. ¿Qué quiere decir drop aquí, chicos? Drop quiere decir que lo dejen de lado. Ya, eso es drop. Aquí también lo dice drop. Entonces, ¿qué quiere decir? El to no lo pueden dejar. En este caso, en el there pueden dejarlo, pueden decir solo there. En el caso de ought to, no pueden drop to. Ok, that's it. Often more formal than should. Ah, y una cosa más. Este es más formal que should. Suena más británico. Had better. The last one. Had better. It's a strong advice, or actually it's a warning. Más vale que, más te vale que, más les vale que. That's it. You had better leave soon. Mm, smile, guys, smile just for a minute. Thank you. Let's continue. You had better leave soon. Más vale que te vayas pronto. Fixed structure doesn't change the form, implies consequence. Okay, that's it. That's everything that you have to know about the semi-modal verbs. These are just examples. I just want to tell you some examples with had better. You had better finish your homework before going out. That's a strong advice. You had better finish. Más vale que termines. Y esto que es el complemento, no nos importa tanto, puede variar. In negative form, this is what I wanted to show you. It's usually structured as has, had better not, had better not. For example, they had better not be able to the meeting or warning. In this, it changes. In here, you were saying something like a strong advice. Instead, in here, you are saying in a negative way, like a warning to somebody. That's it. If you want to say something, oh no, say something. I don't think you have any questions regarding everything. I think you are just good. Okay, guys, I hope you had a wonderful time at my explanation now because I did my best. If you guys have any question or whatever, don't worry because this is recorded and I will share it with you on our classroom platform. So you must see it on that platform. That would be it. Patty, what is it?
About the homework in the classroom, teacher, you tell us that we can go in pairs, but if if how it's the first time the with the classmate, we didn't we don't know we don't meet, and how can I podría usted
Um,
las the couples? No sé.
okay, Patty, you should just think about one partner that you would just want to partner up with, and then you just make a conversation together. You talk about whatever you want based on the first part of the vocabulary, the lessons of the country and culturally, well, culture and how to become culturally literate. Okay, that's regarding the first unit of the book that we've seen. By the way, we just terminated, so congratulations. Unit 1 is already gone. And you have to make a conversation, I think, 2 minutes of length, and that's it. You will have to talk about whatever you want. You record yourselves. I am not accepting any of you without your cameras on. I mean, with your cameras off, sorry. I want to see your faces and how you are talking to each other because I want to see your gestures and your body language as well. Patty, is that clear?
And the page 11, teacher?
Okay, I don't know the page now.